Hello everybody, my name's Nicola and welcome back to my channel. This is the Frugal Cottage where we talk all things money to help you on your journey. Today's video I'm doing a sinking funds update, so don't forget to like and subscribe and let's get started. So I haven't done one of these sinking fund updates for ages now. In fact, I've not even looked at this until this morning when I got out for so long because obviously my mind has been on other things, but I'm trying to get back on track and kind of find some kind of new normal. And so that includes getting back on track with these as well. So if you're new here, this is my sinking funds binder. It's just from Amazon. I'll leave a link to that below, as are the envelopes. But let's get started. So first I'm going to take these out of here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at what I've got in them because I genuinely have no idea. And then add what's left. So the first one is Christmas. I can't really think ahead to Christmas, but we'll see how much is in here. So 20, 40, 60. So there's £80 in there at the moment. And I'm going to add in another £20 to that, so 10, 20. So that's £100 in my Christmas sinking fund. And actually I've got this little tracker here for my Christmas sinking fund. And I did this right at the start of the year. My goal was £400. And as you can see, I've not coloured any of that in. This is available over on my Etsy store if you want to have a look. But I am kind of a quarter of the way there to that goal, but I genuinely don't know if I'm going to make that now. But £100 is a good milestone to get to for that. So I'll move that back out of the way. Birthdays, actually I'm not going to put anything in birthdays this time. I just can't make my money go as many ways as I'd want to. So I'm going to leave the birthdays one for the time being. It hasn't got anything in either. And kind of come back to that. So school holidays. So in the UK the school holidays start at the end of next week. I'm not, last year I had so much more in this by this point, but this year I'm just not. I just haven't been in the right frame of mind, and also it's all been about survival. So let's see how much is in here at the moment. So there's £40 in there at the moment, and I'm going to add in another £20, so that makes £60 for the school holiday fund. You know, the school holidays are just going to look different this year. They're just going to have to. I just don't have enough money to stretch to all these things. I'm going to have to look for kind of 3 days out and stuff. I'm just going to have to look for 3 things and just be mindful of how many times I'm going and spending money on things, and could we be doing something different? Could we be going to, say, like on a play date rather than going to, say, soft play? All that kind of stuff needs to be looked at in more detail, because the school holidays, like I say, are going to be really different this year, and I don't want them to miss out, but at the same time it's not going to be the same, and I know that. So that's the school holidays. School sinking fund, again, this last year I haven't put in as nearly as much as I'd like to in this. And how much is in here already? So there's only £20 in there at the moment. This school fund would be for, well, mainly for school uniform and school clothes, and obviously, as you can tell, £20 is not going to get me very much. And actually I'll need to get 2 sets of school uniform this year, so clearly not going to get me as far as I'd want, but it all kind of goes towards it, doesn't it? And it's better than nothing. So I'm going to put £20 in there as well. So that's £40 for school related expenses, which will be, the next ones are school uniform for September. And I kind of tend to leave it till near the time because, you know, they might have a growth spurt in August just to be, you know, just to be awkward about it. So I'm going to leave that until kind of, not the end, but like getting towards the end, just so that I know that I've got the right size of them starting off. So that's the school fund. So car, this is things like MOT and service, and if things go wrong, which you never know, do you, with your car? So how much is in here at the moment? So there's only £20 in there at the moment, and I'm going to put in another £20, so that leaves me £40 in there, which again, if something went wrong with the car, it wouldn't really go that far, would it? However, this is all about making changes and being mindful of our new situation, and also kind of trying to prepare myself for different things now, and I guess being mindful of that. And also it's thinking ahead even more than I would normally. So I'm actually not going to put anything in the clothes envelope for now. And there's nothing in it either. If you've watched my channel before, you'll know that I'm the least likely person to go on like shopping spree for clothes. I absolutely hate going clothes shopping. There's just no need to be in a change room and see what you look like from behind. Nobody needs to see that. I definitely don't need to see that. So I hate going clothes shopping, and I don't really need anything. And if I would do, I tend to buy it online so then I can try it on at home and not have to look at myself from behind. Because I always swear, like, does anyone else do this? Like, the lighting in kind of a changing room in a shop is like awful. It's just so unflattering. I swear they do it on purpose. Anyway, I digress. This, I'm not going to put anything in the clothes envelope. And then this, I feel quite sad about this, you know. I feel quite sad. When I set all these sinking funds up at the start of the year, our life and our future, I suppose, looked really different. And now it feels like all of that has been kind of wiped away, and I don't even know kind of where I'm going from day to day. And this now seems, so the trip to Disneyland that I'd love to take my boys on just seems so out of reach, and purely for the fact that it's expensive to go there, and unless I start making lots more money, I just don't see how I'm going to afford it. However, that being said, I am going to continue to put money in this in the hopes that somehow, some way, I will manage to take them there, because I think that that would be such an amazing trip for them that they'll remember, hopefully forever. So let's see how much is in there at the moment. So there's only £20 in there at the moment, and I'm going to put the final £20 in. So there's £40 in there. I also, because it's Disney, and this is just Disneyland Paris, this isn't Disneyland Florida because I could never afford to get there. It's so expensive to go, and I'd love to take them and be able to stay like in Disneyland Paris itself and have that whole entire experience. And I've only got £40 towards that. So I do, out of all the sinking funds, because all the rest are kind of functional, and I like to have one that's a treat. So if you've not seen my channel before, last year my sinking fund was one for myself, and I bought myself a Mulberry purse, and I'll leave a link below to that. This year was a kind of a more family orientated one, and it was such an important one to include. And now I just don't know if I'm going to make it, and that doesn't make me feel great. However, we're going to plod along with these regardless. So they are my sinking funds for 2022 and updated. Not by a lot, I've put £100 in total across all of them. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Keep plodding along, as they say. So, have you got any sinking funds? How are yours looking? Have you managed to keep on track with yours? Are you a bit like me and kind of fallen behind? As I say, I'll link the binder and the envelopes and the savings tracker down below if you want to check those out. But yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon.